in here. Ah, yes. Intel replaces Bob Swan, the Bobinator, the Swanee Swan, with legendary former engineer Pat Gelsinger. This was posted by Anthony in the chat. Luke, do you want to give us the lowdown?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can pin it all on him, but ever since Mr. Bob took over, things have not exactly been going well
In
in the
fairness,
Intel department.
I mean, he was only CEO for like a year and like, or a year and a half or something like that. I can't remember the exact period, but like, not a. It's kind of like when a
He
new
was thrown
GM
in. Yeah,
takes
sorry,
over
keep going.
Yeah, it's kind of like when a new GM takes over a hockey team. You can't blame them for anything that happens in the first couple years,
Yeah,
really. So,
yeah,
but go on, go on.
and he was kind of thrown into that position, if I remember correctly, because he was like acting CEO after the last one just like vanished. So like I don't even think it was necessarily intended, and it just seemed like they were going to replace him for like 6 or 7 months, and then they just didn't, and he became the CEO. So like. And he wasn't really there for a super long time. And a lot of these things that they're working on are going to be set in motion way in the past. So, like I said, I don't know how much you can actually blame it on him, but things were not great during his reign. And one of the constant criticisms from way back up until current has been that Intel should probably be led by an engineer, not a business person. And Bob Swan's background is business, not engineering.
Yeah.
And Pat Gelsinger, his background is definitely engineering. So this isn't necessarily a dig at Bob, but I think people are excited about Pat regardless.
Can I just say how much I love this note here? So, Pat previously served as VMware CEO and Intel CEO before that. Has
CTO.
background, or CTO, excuse me, has a background in electronics engineering, and when was first recruited out of high school by Intel in 1979, the recruiter's note said, allegedly, smart, arrogant, aggressive. He'll fit right in.
That's pretty good.
Remember when Intel was smart and aggressive? Still arrogant, but remember when they also had the smarts and the aggressiveness to back it up? I would love to see a return to that. Like, here we go. Here we freaking go.
Just to clarify as well, he's not necessarily a jerk. He does donate 50% of his gross income to charities helping impoverished children go to school. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So he may be aggressive, maybe competitively or something like that, but he seems to be at least decently nice guy.
And some major accomplishments during his 30 years at Intel. Worked on Intel's 286 and 386. Those were pretty popular products, if I recall correctly. Was the lead architect of the 486 at the tender age of 25 years old. Ran the division that produced the Pentium Pro and launched the Intel Developer Forum. Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty cool. So the changeover is scheduled to take place on February 15th. And all I have to say about this is fight, 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 fight. Like, yeah. I'm excited.
And like we just said about Bob, though, it is likely going to take a while for this to actually have any like major noticeable impact. So
I mean, it's not like Lisa Su took over AMD and like the next day they were able to, you know, she just whipped up a CPU in her kitchen and pulled it out of the oven Jensen style. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, her oven isn't that expensive, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, his oven, man. Have you seen the spatulas that man has? I mean, if I had spatulas like that, I could make GPUs and CPUs no problem.
Yeah, just melt the spatulas down. Got enough materials. Okay, it's exciting.
Silicone and silicon are not the same thing. We've been through this, Luke.
Messing around. I'm messing.
I know you are. I know you are.
But yeah, it's exciting. My one note would be that don't hold out for any news in the like near future. I expect anything exciting would be fairly down the line, but it's pretty cool regardless.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Something a lot of people have been asking for a long time, and it's actually happening. So
exactly.